There were few dry eyes in the office at Ferguson High School. The normally noisy hallways were quiet. The flags outside stood at half-staff in tribute to Principal Timothy Walter and guidance counselor Bob Hurst. The two died when Walter's car was hit head-on in the eastbound lane of Jefferson Avenue near the James City County line. They were returning from a basketball game in Williamsburg when 26-year-old Clifton Johnson of Toano swerved into their path. In the collision, he was killed too. Walter, just 38, was in his 5th year as Ferguson principal. He was married with 3 young children and was a favorite of his boss.
Mr. Walter was a man who loved young people. He was a fine educator, and we will greatly miss him.
I thought he was one of the greatest. He's one of the best persons I have ever had the opportunity to work with.
Few knew Tim Walter better than his assistant, Fanny King. We were asked not to speak to students, but she did.
The kids were stunned. They didn't want to believe it. They were sorry. Many of them came up in the halls and hugged me, and they were just trying to express their sorrow.
48-year-old Bob Hurst, married with a teenage daughter, had been at Ferguson since 1971. Carol Barr, who heads the school system's guidance department, says Hurst was a special person.
He was a fine guidance counselor. He was respected by his peers who were in counseling, by the parents who dealt with him, always got very positive feedback, and by the children here at Ferguson.
While students and staff here at Ferguson are mourning the deaths of their principal and guidance counselor, they are praying for the recovery of their assistant principal. Seriously injured in last night's wreck, Freddie Travis is now in the intensive care unit at Riverside Hospital. In Newport News, Joel Rubin, The Daily News.